Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. A special press conference was hosted by the Cabinet of the Nevis Island Administration on Tuesday, October 28th. Premier, the Honourable Mark Brantley, noted that the NIA is reaching out to focus groups and larger groups to engage the public on the Special Sustainability Zone Act and the proposed project for the south coast of Nevis.
I should say to members of the press and to the public that we have thus far had a large number of stakeholder engagements. We have met with the business and banking community. We have met with the church community. We have met with the parliamentary opposition. We have met with the police high command. We have met with tourism stakeholders. We had last night a major meeting with the general public at the Anglican Church Hall in Charlestown. We are now having a discussion on this proposed project with you, the members of the press, and this week we anticipate having meetings with our sixth formers and our youth, our truckers and heavy equipment operators, and our contractors. And so we're giving people multiple opportunities to engage with us on this very important matter.
Minister of Physical Planning and Environment, the Honourable Spencer Brand, facilitated a presentation on the proposed Destiny Special Sustainability Zone for Nevis. It gave details of the project team, site plans, design principles, master plan, residential neighbourhoods and amenities, marina district, environmental impact, environmental commitments, economic impact, and direct commitments.
And the direct commitments to the Nevis Island Administration in the first instance is 50 million guaranteed revenue for Nevis over a 5-year period. And this is proposed to be spent on the hospital, on also the Long Point Port development, and of course any other proposed projects or development initiative that the Nevis Island Administration may wish to put forward. We expect that there will be a 20% profit share for Nevis, and that will be for the life of this venture. 10% will go directly to the NIA, and 10% will be placed in a sovereign wealth fund. $1 million on an annual basis will go toward the scholarship fund for the education of our children. 5% profit share will go to locals, as locals will also benefit directly. One of the other initiatives will be the obligation secured via lien on developers' properties to enforce strong performance, key perform indexes.
He also addressed some frequently asked questions, emphasizing that land sales are voluntary and that Destiny will remain fully bound by the Constitution of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I believe that it is important to highlight as well that the Nevis Island Administration has not signed any agreement or any deal as yet. We are still in the negotiation phase. And of course, any deal will have to be passed in the Parliament before it is finally approved. The SSD Act passed on August 11th actually restricts government from signing deals without public scrutiny and meeting strict requirements. If the government wanted to give special concession to Destiny, it could have done so with a dedicated Destiny Act in August instead. Destiny will pay damages up to $75 million if it fails to meet strict commitments, including construction and capex timelines. If it fails to pay these damages, any land in its possession will be forfeited to the government and people of Nevis. Destiny will lose its SSD status if it does not meet its commitments and deadlines. The government would also only owe damage if it terminates Destiny's SSD status without good reason. This protects investors and property buyer confidence. Any damages would be based on Destiny's costs for less than $75 million today.
Following the presentation, the members of Cabinet fielded questions from representatives of various media houses. The NIA Cabinet's special press conference can be viewed in its entirety via the Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. The Nevis Department of Agriculture Quarantine Division hosted an important meeting with key stakeholders and importers to discuss the new plant quarantine law. The session was held at the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union Conference Room on Thursday, October 23rd, and led by Plant Quarantine Officer Quincy Bart. The meeting focused on understanding the implications and implementation of the new law and gave stakeholders a platform to voice suggestions and concerns. The Department of Agriculture would like to thank all participants for their valuable contributions and continued commitment to strengthening our island's agricultural framework. Still to come.
We at the department, we are inviting the people of Nevis to come on out and partake in this training.
The details after this break.
I am Kevin Barrett, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration. I am grateful to the architects of the Nevis International Financial Services industry. This industry has created significant opportunities for our people to develop skills and competencies that allow them to efficiently and effectively deal with our international clients. We are proud of the great strides that our island has made in banking, insurance, trust services, and regulatory administration. We now look forward to our thought leaders of the next generation who are pursuing qualifications in this very vital industry on Nevis.
Welcome back. The Nevis Disaster Management Department, NDMD, is inviting volunteers to its annual comprehensive training of community emergency response teams. This year, the Nevis Disaster Management Department and its partners are bringing the training to you. For St. James Parish, the training will take place from November 3rd to 12th at the Franklin Brown Community Center. For St. George's Parish, November 17th to 26th at the Charles L. Walters Community Center, and for St. John's Parish, December 1st to 10th at the Pond Hill Community Center. The sessions will commence at 5 p.m. Ian Fraser is the coordinator of the training.
This training is an annual training. This year, we'll be going around to each parish, training persons in light search and rescue, fire safety, first aid and CPR, mental health in disaster management, radio communications, and a whole lot more. What we want to do is have persons trained in each parish. The first aid and CPR, you would be certified in first aid and CPR, and if you complete the test at the end, and that certification would last for 2 years.
For St. Paul's Parish, the training took place from October 6th to 15th, and for St. Thomas's Parish from October 20th to 29th.
This training is to build resilience within our communities. We want to build not just a resilient nation, but resilient community, resilient families. The information learned from the persons that will be facilitating this workshop is important information that could help persons to build stuff like a family plan. You know, your children may need to know where you are after an emergency, how they can contact you after an emergency. So the training will equip you with information and hands-on training to better prepare you for any emergency that you may face. We at the department, we are inviting the people of Nevis to come on out and partake in this training. Equip yourself with information. Information is knowledge, and knowledge is power.
To register, visit ndmd.kn on Facebook. For more information, contact the Nevis Disaster Management Department at 469-1423. This October, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the Nevis Health Promotion Unit is inviting women and men to take charge of breast health. The Health Promotion Unit is offering a breast self-examination tutorial to give valuable tips on early detection. Learn how to recognize what is normal for your body, detect changes early, and protect your future. Men are also encouraged to attend and learn how to support the women in their lives. The breast self-examination tutorial is offered every Thursday in October from 9 a.m. to noon and 2 to 4 p.m. at the Health Promotion Unit on Jews Street in Charlestown. Call 469-8010 or 469-5521 extension 6396 for details. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.